Well, since my baby left me, I found a new place to dwell. It's down at the end of Lonely Street Corner. Oh, but so lonely. I'm feeling so lonely I could die. Ba-da-da-da-dee-doo, ba-diggity-diggity-doo. All right, who do we got going on here? Callum's in, and so is Wolverine and so is CJ the Dragon King, and BB's here. I was always curious to see how many. Well, we've been getting more notifications sent out than we had in the past for sure on stream. So I don't want to bitch about that, but I never know how many people are around on Sundays. Looks like we got some coming in today. Collins here, Jetflyer, big monkey, Dominator, MVP. Josh is here. Squares, I guess Squares is the best the best way to give you a name. Mr. Croissant says Susan came through and on Black History Month. King Fendi and Mackenzie. Brandon Rogers, Annabelle versus Megan. What's up? What does that mean exactly? Do you want me to know what's up with Brandon making that video, or we don't communicate on a daily basis? Well, is it lunchtime? It's what time zone are you in, Willie? It's always lunchtime for me. I don't care what time of day it is. Una opinions here. Wolverine says I am a victim of golden assault by Susan. Well, any of us could be victims of golden assault. Well, that's actually, again, we'll let the notifications go out a little bit. That's what I wanted to talk about today. You guys that have been with me for a while know that originally the tagline of the channel for years, was not for the easily offended. And that's because of my sense of humor, even when we were gaming, because a lot of the jokes I would make, the things I would say to other players in the game and stuff would be offensive to a lot of people. So not that I care if people were offended, but that way they couldn't say they weren't forewarned. But with the way YouTube has changed, you can't even do or say anything that's mildly offensive and have the video remain up on their site. And I really don't want to lose the channel. And I found more and more lately, there's so many little vids and stuff I want to make that I can't post them here on YouTube. I've got one right now. It's all been, I've got all the pieces. It's just a little short video, but there's a chance that I could get an action taken against the channel for it. And it's very benign. But again, we know how oversensitive YouTube has become. And I'm trying to think of a place where I could put out content like that. And to be honest, it's not easy to find. Mr. Croissant says, R.I.P. Richard Belzer. I'm fairly young, but growing up in a house full of women who loves crime shows, I practically grew up with the guy. Well, I'm old, Mr. Croissant, so I remember when he was known for his stand-up comedy. I was never, don't get me wrong, I don't dislike Belzer, but I was never a huge fan of his stand-up. And again, nothing wrong with it, just to taste. One of my favorite moments in his career was when Hulk Hogan, big doofus that he is, in the lead up to WrestleMania 1, choked him out on TV because Hogan's not that smart. No, this isn't a Mackenzie. This is not a reaction suggestion stream. You missed Groundhog's Day, Garcatch? Jeff, thoughts on Susan stepping down? Meh. Again, I had said the other day, it's fun making the jokes, and we'll probably continue to do so about, thanks, Susan. I never disliked Susan. I think she was well-intentioned. I think the problem with YouTube is just way, way too big. And no matter who's in charge, there's always going to be that major disconnect between those at the top and those on the front lines who are actually taking care of the day-to-day business. Oh, so you're Mountain. Okay, Willie. Gotcha. Yeah, so you're what? You're at about 1:30. Yep, indeed, lunchtime. I think not terrible. I can't remember. I think I was in Mountain. Yeah, New Mexico. I was in Mountain Time Zone when I lived there. Yeah, Josh says I would hate to be Hulk Hogan's back. No doubt. No doubt. Oh, Big Monkey. It's gotten bad. He says I still think if people are offended, they should just go on YouTube Kids or something. They have an alternative. I'll tell you, the video's very what we would think as benign, but has been potentially responsible for a horrible decision made to the platform, like the removal of the dislike button. Even really, Cold CCE is talking about the new. I can't remember the guy's name. The new person that's going to be in charge. I didn't know about that. No kidding. It's not coming up anytime soon, Mackenzie. Um, huh. Oh shit! And I forgot what I was going to say. Um, I completely lost it. Big surprise there. I lost my train of thought on something. But what do you guys? Sometimes you guys are more well versed in these things. Now we had jokingly talked about an OnlyFans. The problem with OnlyFans is if I wanted to post content that's more offensive, potentially offensive, that I just think is funny, there it's five. The least you can charge there is $5 a month. I don't want to add it to the Goosh. I mean, I post a ton of content. That's our Patreon for anybody that doesn't know. To the Goosh now, that's not fair to the people there who are there for, reactions, anime reactions, the cartoon reactions, that type of thing. To have all that content posted there. I guess I could start. I don't know. Poppy says last post Spazman Tenerife is great, but okay, hold on. Let me get Poppy's post. Where are you at, Poppy? Oh, my top arms, legs, and feet are sunburnt. Getting in any form of water is torture. Ooh. Well, I've told you guys before, when I was a kid, I would go out into the sun and immediately burst into flames. It was bad. I mean, really bad. And I don't know why. It's the most dramatic change in my physiology in my life was that when I was a kid, again, as soon as I walked out, I was crispy. And now I don't burn. We go down to Disney. We've been down in August, when the kids are out of school. And I don't even use sunscreen. And my wife, who is Italian, Mediterranean, has that nice olive skin. She has to use it. She still gets burned. I don't use it. I shouldn't say I might get a burn, but it's not even a significant one. It's one of those burns that stays pink for like the afternoon, and then when I wake up and it's fine. I don't know what happened. Wolverine says, is a wedding date set for Brax? Are Regs invited? Not yet. They're tossing around. Won't be for a couple of years. It's going to be a couple of years down the road. But they're looking at potentially a Disney wedding. Big Green says Curtis brought back not for the easily offended before YouTube brought back broadcast yourself. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Krusty. Yeah, that's always been my take, Josh. If people get offended, here's a suggestion. It's called Find a Different Video. Well, I'll tell. Oh, that's what I was starting to tell you. I'll tell you what the video was. It's like a 20, 25-second video. And I have to think twice because I already have a community guidelines warning for something absolutely ludicrous on this asinine platform. There was a video posted on Twitter. It was a couple of vegans, a vegan couple, and the woman was very portly. And they're talking about they're doing their little dance coming home from the grocery store, and they're talking about vegan shopping, and they're showing all the things they bought. And he says they just struck me as obnoxious people. That's just my opinion. But he says something about, and pickles, got to have the pickles. The wife loves pickles, blah, blah, blah. And she's going, oh, yeah, these will last about a week in this big jar of pickles. And it's like they're vegans. She's talking about eating pickles. I bet she weighs more than I do. And in the video, you see that video playing. It cuts to me, and I go, those cannot be pickles. Those have to be green Twinkies. And it's so sad that I can't take a chance on posting that here even to YouTube. Because as soon as somebody gets their fifis hurt, even though I didn't use the word fat or anything, somebody gets their feelings hurt, you get to the right moderator at YouTube and make a complaint, and now I'm battling to get the channel back and not be taken down for a week. Poppy says, I'm a redhead, so I'm seriously pale. Yeah, well, I was too, Poppy. I was a ginger too. I honestly thought I put enough sunscreen on. Yeah, see, for you, obviously, that issue remained as you got older. For me, it just went away, and I still don't know why. I have no idea why. Big Monkey, but that's fun. I thought it was funny, Big Green. I thought it was, and I got a ton of videos because I see stuff like that all the time, especially with the super woke, that, you know, the people that are so woke they're a caricature of themselves. I've got great comments I want to make on these videos, and I got no place to post them. Your video about Braxton, Big Monkey says, being engaged gave me some weird sense of nostalgia. Huh, I got nostalgia from watching him when he was younger, and I'm younger than him. Yeah. Big Green says, I hate nobody can take a joke now. And you know what? I think it's even more than that, Big Green. I think Google can't take a joke. I still stand by the fact that the majority of people out there can. I still think there's a majority that A, either have a dark sense of humor, as do many of us, or B, if they see something that offends them, they go, fucking asshole, and they move on, which is how life should be. I mean, I think if I only get called fucking asshole once in a day, that's a great day for me. So they're not wrong in calling me that. But most people, it's like, okay, you know, this old fat guy is offensive, so I'm not going to watch him. There's literally millions of other videos on YouTube, so I'll go find something else I do like. But that's not the way that YouTube looks at things. Jetfire says, you just blew my mind with all the jokes you were making. I thought you were blaming Susan for the problems like a lot of others do. No, do I think everything she did worked out well? No, absolutely not. And were there times she pissed me off? 100%, 100%. But I have said, you know, all along, I don't want to seem like I'm saying this, you know, just in hindsight. And again, you know, from day to day, different people can be in the streams when I'm talking about these things. So I'm sure you just missed it, Flyer. But I had always said all along, I don't really have a problem with Susan. That became a meme in and of itself. You know, anytime anything went wrong, even in my personal life, it was like, God damn it, Susan. Thanks a lot, Susan. That type of thing. It was like a thanks Obama type thing. I do think she was well-intentioned. I don't have anything against her. And, well, again, you guys know me. I wouldn't make it up. I'd be glad to tell you if I did. I just think there is and always will be that huge disconnect. Now, do I have a serious issue with the faceless monitors that YouTube employs? Yes, majorly, but I don't have a name for them. I don't have any, well, I have names I could call them. I don't know their names. Mortem says, Matt Walsh gets away with it. Maybe you could ask him how he manages to do it. Well, he doesn't always get away with it. He's fought with YouTube many times over the years. But I can tell you, Mortem, it's size. He's got too much of a following. I don't. And he has the wherewithal to sue them. I don't. That's exactly what it amounts to. Poppy says, damn it, Susan. It's YouTube itself there's a problem, right, Big Green? And like I say, the thing is, everybody, well, it would be videos anyway, so Twitch isn't a good spot for them. Everybody is, their butt cheeks are so clenched. I guess Rumble, right? I didn't think about it. I just thought of that now, and I have a Rumble account. Anybody know what? I haven't been on there for some time. What do you think I could post that stuff at Rumble? I thought they were set up to where, you know, they don't have any guidelines outside of things that break the law, like calling for harm on others and stuff. Kaiser says, Matt Walsh is a weird one. I can't tell if he's joking or being serious. Yeah, and I don't hate the guy, but yeah, I agree with you, Kaiser. He's definitely odd. Wow, Flyer. Holy shit. As I was saying that, Flyer put, also, what about Rumble? Can you post the videos on there? You stopped posting. You're right. I forgot, to be honest with you. I just completely forgot until just now. Oh, I think I can there, right? I think I can. Mr. Shanks says, too, he thinks I can. I'll have to look at the guidelines. if that's the case, when we have the streams, I'll post the links in here because typically, excuse me, it's you guys that enjoy that type of humor. That's all right. That works. Blunder Boy says, "Will you do OnlyFans, please, Curtis? My life's not hard enough." We've talked about it, and like I said, I actually have one. And if I did that, I would post those videos in there as well. But I mean, it's something fun to joke about. I don't really think there would be enough interest in it. And again, the minimum charge at OnlyFans is $5. I looked it up because when we were going to set it up, I thought, oh, maybe I can just, maybe it's like $1 or something like that. But it's $5. So just because my time is so tight in the day, I don't want to put a lot of time into something that really isn't going to be that interesting to people outside of a gag. Hey, Alzy, good to see you. Yes, I do have OnlyFans. I don't have any content on it, Darian. It was just the only reason I have it is we're talking about it in a stream. And so I signed up for one. Put the 5 on Susan's credit card. Yeah, I'm okay. I've heard that one before, Gabe. He said, "Did you know Princess Diana was on the radio the night she died?" To be honest, she was on the whole dashboard, too. This stream is perfect for that David guy, wouldn't it be, Glenn? His little head would explode. Chrome says, Matt Walsh just sounds like a disgusting person. He's now saying America should be more like Thailand because they execute people for minor offenses. Yeah, he falls into the same things that most anybody on either side of the aisle in today's battle for clicks falls into, and that's just that. Say the most outlandish thing you can to try and get some more clicks. Does spaz stand for what I think it does? Wonder what it says. Spaz just stands for spastic. That was a term used for years because I was Curtis the Spaz Gamer. And when we started the channel, because I suck. So it basically was because when I was playing Call of Duty, it looked like I was having seizures or continued spasms. Krusty says, to be fair, both sides have their base takes and very cringe BS. Agree 100%. Completely. Rage clicks. Yep. Exactly right, Big Green. Exactly right. Good for business. Mr. Croissant says, Omaha Metro, after 5 years of flirting, has surpassed the Tulsa metro area in population. Oh, really? Dallas also likely surpassing Chicago Metro in 2025, which my grand never expected to happen in her lifetime. Wow. Dallas is going to pass Chicago? Wow. I know Dallas has gotten big. Holy crap. That is surprising. Glenn says, all publicity is good publicity in Matt Walsh's eyes. Yeah, that's true. In the eyes of a lot of people in those positions. Hi, Zuchen. Oh, Gabe. What's the difference between Freddie Mercury and Princess Diana? Freddie lived long enough to be a queen. Jeez. Krusty says, rage clicks are all the rage nowadays. Unintentional pun, kind of intended. That's a good idea. Hold on a second, guys. I'm going to, well, actually, I can still see the chat. Never mind. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about anymore. Nobody's surprised. Let me see. Rumble. I'd forgotten. Like I say, I have a Rumble account. I used to post to it. Let's see if I still remember my sign-in info. Yep, it's got my sign-in info. Maybe we can post there. All right, let's see. Oh, I didn't. Guys, I just looked and I've made $1.03 on Rumble. For those of you who were here when we looked it up, that's more than I make on these streams. Chrome says, by the way, we've got 6 episodes of Sakura left to see, plus 1 filler and an OVA. Just got a question before I decide if we do the filler episodes or not. Do you remember Zhao Long's cousin Mei Ling? Oh, sure. Sure, I like that whole thing. I was kind of bummed when she went back. Yeah, I remember her absolutely. Am I mad that Roman won last night, Kyle? No, I would have liked to see Sammy win, but Sammy was unexpected. Nobody expected Sammy to take off like this. So it would have really interfered with the bigger plan, which is Roman and Cody. But I do think Sammy cemented himself in the hierarchy now. He'll get his shots, I believe. Uh, yeah, we can. All right, let's see what Rumble says about my licenses, YouTube channel sync, monetize videos. Actually, it gets you. I'm surprised. It was a year ago I had posted here. You get some views on these videos. I am surprised. Let's see. Yeah, and I don't think there's a lot of humor posted on here. I just can't find Rumble's terms of services. Rumble Zuchen, it's another video posting site, similar to YouTube. But as far as I knew anyway, you can post what you want as long as it's not pornography or obviously anything illegal. But as far they don't have YouTube's over-sensitivities. Tiger was attacked by woke mob for joke. Leah Thomas is a degenerate. Yeah, well, somebody calling Leah Thomas a degenerate in their title tells me that you can. I can get away with the jokes I want to make. That might okay, guys. Well, I'm glad I come to you guys. That's what it'll be. I think I'm gonna post some of this stuff on Rumble. Chrome says nice. All right, then that's 8 episodes total left. Then we're going to get a little closure on her. Then I liked her. I liked her character. She was a cute kid. The timing works out well then because that gives me the perfect 1 month break for the April Fools. Okay. And Big Green says, well, we do have OnlyFans for the porn, so that's fine. No, not necessarily political streams, Evgeny. Could be. Well, but I was telling the gang for years here, the tagline of the channel was not for the easily offended, because I have a sense of humor that a lot of people find offensive. And now I find myself wanting to post certain videos that I can't here at YouTube. Hell, I've got all the everything recorded to put that one video together I was talking about. Maybe that'll be my test run over on Rumble. I'm gonna have to change. I've got I gotta probably leave that up there. Tell me what you guys think. Let me give you my Rumble link here. If I can find my way around it. Where's my page? Okay. Here's my page at Rumble. What do you? Oh, and I've got for the profile pic. I've got the cop arresting me. Here's the link. What do you guys think? This should work fine for us, right? For posting. Yeah, I think it'll work fine for posting those jokes that I want to post. Oh, actually, I'd forgotten the stuff I had posted. Cancel culture was one of the first videos. Joe Rogan, Eric Adams, Whoopi Goldberg, and the idiots of cancel culture. Yep, I think that'll work. It's going to be Sammy versus Roman versus Cody at WrestleMania. You think so, Kyle? Think they'll go 3-way dance? That would be cool. Glenn says, hey, Curtis, have you heard about YouTube journalist Friendly Jordy's being firebombed? And after a few months, he comes back like normal, even though he was targeted most likely by people. No, I didn't hear about any of this. What is it? Friendly Jordy's? Jesus Christ. Being firebombed? influences with high positions of power who he made the videos on, and even got one guy who was in the most powerful position in New South Wales, Australia, to resign over the defamation lawsuit he had against Jordy. Wow. No, I didn't hear about that. Wow. Cool, Mr. Shank. Yeah, I'm going to use it for that. We'll see how it goes, but I'll keep you guys posted. But I probably will post to it. I might not have time today, but if not today, tomorrow, because the joke comments I want to make and stuff, they don't take long to put together. I just got no place to post them. I completely forgot about Rumble. And Gimster says, who do I think is the best boxer of all time? That's tough because, you know, the different weight classes and everything. There's a few you can make a case for when they were in their absolute prime. You got to include Rocky Marciano because he was undefeated. Do I think he's the best ever? No, I really don't. Jack Johnson was clearly to me the greatest fighter of the early 20th century. You got to put Ali in there. You at his peak, Tyson could make a claim amongst the elite at his peak. And this is true with all boxers because typically they stay in too long and fall off. Sugar Ray Robinson. It's really tough. It's really tough to say. No, I didn't see that. Tsunami says, did you see that white accountant won the dunk contest? That's monumental. I didn't see that. I didn't see much of the All-Star game goings on, which disappoints me because I usually watch that stuff. I just had too much going on. Ah, shit. Thomas says, my parents were making fun of me for watching anime yesterday, so I got them started on Demon Slayer. All I can think of was jokes on them. My cartoons aren't so stupid now. Yeah, people don't. That's something I've come to learn, through you guys, of course, getting me into this. But people have, myself having been included, the absolute wrong idea about anime and how powerful it is, how powerfully good it is. Thomas says last post. All right, let me see if I can find that, Thomas. My parents. Oh, I just read it. Okay, that was the one. Yeah, I run it. Well, of course, in my generation, Thomas, you run into that all the time. But most people in my generation are so set in their ways and stuff too. If you tell them, no, you should really, check it out. It's the storytelling is great, blah, 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 because they know better. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, Kyle. Richard Belzer from Law & Order SVU died today. Again, I'm so old. I remember him from, how I got to start as a comic. Jeez, he was one of the stand-up comics that used to regularly play the, what's that? The mountainous region. That's terrible. I forgot the name of it. It's a mountainous region just north of New York City. I used to go through there all the time. Catskills. That way back in the days, guys, the Catskills was like a center hub of stand-up comedy in America. Tsunami says, yeah, his name is Mac McClung. He's a G League player. Really? And I usually do watch that stuff. I didn't get to it at all this year. Kaiser says, speaking of cute, episodic, magical girls, at some point we'll have to sponsor something called Saint Tail, which can be best be described as Sakura plus Robin Hood, only more Jesus-y. Jesus-y. That's a good word, Kaiser. Jesus-y. I like that. Big Green says, off topic, but I bought a first form cell figure from GameStop the other day, and I'm happy like a fat kid at a candy shop right now. Nice, Big Green. That's cool. It's sad how into buying anything anime related I get. I understand the rush. Monkey says, I don't think Tyson's the best, but I would most scared to fight him. Disagree, ask Evander's ear. Yeah, right, Big Monkey. Tyson, unfortunately, the thing that stopped him was Cus D'Amato and Jimmy Jacobs dying. Because, if you look at Tyson's background, when he didn't have proper guidance, he went off the rails. But when you look at him, and this is just a man barely out of his teens or even still in his late teens, the speed, the power, and the incredible head movement, the incredible defense, he was as good as anybody I've watched. Him versus Ali would have been phenomenal. Phenomenal to watch. Him versus Foreman. George Foreman, too. He's another guy. George Foreman, in his first run, lost only because of up here. Not that he's dumb. George Foreman's a very smart fighter, but he'll tell you himself, he got too full of himself. And he didn't fight with the intelligence that he himself possessed. Just, well, the thrill in Manila, letting himself punch himself out on Ali's arms and falling into the trap of the rope-a-dope. George Foreman, he was a hell of a fighter. He was a monster. Willie says, yeah, I feel that. I feel so outlasted for watching anime that when I was in Epcot with my dad, I couldn't bring myself to check out the anime shop. Oh, that's too bad, Willie. Yeah, it's too bad that videos like that don't take off here at all. Because, whatever, and I don't, because I'm old, I don't consider myself to have any type of of next level knowledge or anything. All I've got is life experience. And I like to share a lot of that stuff with you guys. And I thought about that, about making a video talking about how, the things that I can encourage people to do in life. One of the big ones is don't ever give up on the things you enjoy because other people think you should or that you got too old for it. I mean, Jesus Christ, life is so short. And if you like anime, if you like cartoons, just as I have your whole life, like them your whole life. I know it's hard because I'm special. I'm a special case in that I genuinely don't give a fuck what people think. Now that's outside of, when I say that, I mean outside of friends and family, and you guys being well included into the friends list. If you guys have something to say about something I've said or done, I take note of it just because we become friends. But as far as the general public goes, I don't give a fuck. And to be honest with you, just like with family and stuff, I got a lot of family that gives me the sideways looks because of my love for anime and wearing anime shirts every day. I couldn't give a fuck less. It doesn't matter to me at all. And that's one thing. If I could share one thing with everybody, it would be that. Don't give a fuck. Who cares? Somebody doesn't like that you like anime, or somebody doesn't like that you like cartoons, or somebody doesn't like that you collect Pokemon cards. Who gives a fuck? If it makes you happy, then go fuck themselves. That's the way I look at it. Oh, that's cool, Big Green. See, I like stuff like that. Big Green says my mom is not like that. She might not understand anime, but she's supportive of my figure collection. We even bought some together. Yeah, and in fairness, my wife's the same way. She's not into anime at all, and she busts my balls about it, but it's all in good humor. But if we're in a store or something, and she sees an anime section, she's running right over to get me. She'll come, did you see these? Did you see these? Are these ones you like? So she's very supportive of it. Mister says you should bring back the trolling videos. Remember when we pissed off all the vegans? Yeah, you can't do them anymore, Mister. Not safely. And I can't take a chance on the channel getting shut down. The simplest things now. If it hurts somebody's fifis, you may get a community guideline strike here. It's gotten outrageous. Well, thanks, Preston. I appreciate that. That's kind of you to say. Chrome says, to be fair, someone into Disney can't really talk about someone liking anime, right? But again, in fairness to her, she never would. It's because I bust her balls about Disney too, so, and she'll bust mine on occasion about anime. But yeah, she's fine with. She gets the shirt I had on yesterday, the day before, is not one of her favorites. Dr. Girlfriend. She's like, do we really need to have her boobs out on your chest everywhere we go? And I was like, yeah, it's Dr. Girlfriend, goddammit. E-girl lover says grown men should not like anime. Well, that's an obvious troll e-girl lover, so I don't have time to address obvious trolls. Tom says, I once had a friend named Ethan who would bully me about my guitar collection. I'm big into Queen, so I have a Brian May guitar. Very cool. He's no longer my friend anymore, to say the least. Yeah, I mean, it's just people worried about what other people like. To me, it's got to be indicative of having nothing going on in their own lives. Because why would you care? Why the hell would somebody care about what somebody else likes? Barry says, Curtis, do you know why the pyramids are in Egypt? Because they're too big to fit in the British Museum. Elsie says, I'm in secondary school, Curtis, which is basically the middle school, high school of Ireland. Gotcha. And I told my friends I love SpongeBob, expecting them to make fun of me, but nope, they all just said same here. That's good. See, you should. And again, I'm glad you say that, Elsie. You shouldn't be ashamed of anything you like. Yeah, I like SpongeBob too. A lot of people say he's jumped the shark. When I don't get to see it as much as I used to. I don't get to see TV much. But when I do watch it, I still think he's funny as hell. I think SpongeBob is one of the classic cartoons of all time. Mortem says, one day I'll be dead, people will cry at my funeral, and then a month later they'll forget about me, get back to their work, school, etc. That's why I'm doing things my way, because I'm alive for myself. That's true, Mortem. But for me, and being much closer to what I can expect my own demise, that's what I want from people, though. I mean, if people feel bad that I'm gone, I'm honored by that, and that they liked having me around. But if you ask me what I want people to just get back to their normal life. I don't want the memory of me dragging down anybody's good time. Ozzy says one of them said, "Let's watch it at my place tonight." Yeah, it's SpongeBob. SpongeBob, fucking awesome. I should try SpongeBob. Try not to laugh. To be honest with you, Chrome. Now that's one. Well, it doesn't matter. You guys know if it. Actually, I've said it over and over, and it's just because it's true. With the try not to laughs, a lot of times it's harder for me to not laugh when I do know what's coming. Only because it's like, oh, now you got the build up too, and the punchline is still gonna kill me anyway. Excuse me, sorry guys. Willie says, I've been watching a lot of old cartoons from when I was a kid. There is no way I could ever tell my parents about that. Oh, see, to me, now, again, if I was your parent, good for you. I've got to, oh, you know what I didn't do yet? Let me double check something here. Yeah. Willie, I've got the latest Honey Pop recorded and uploaded, and I forgot before I started the stream to post it. So right after the stream, I don't want to take the time out right now. I'll post that. I thought I didn't post that yet. I thought I had. Jesus Christ. Freaking head is a vacuum. Nope, I didn't. Well, it's all recorded and uploaded, so it'll get posted right after this. That was fun. I'm glad you gave me the reminder, because I like Celeste. I like the new girl. Yeah, she's just fine. Gimster says, my money is Sugar Ray Robinson due to his record being 128-1. Yeah, he was a phenomenal fighter. When he retired the first time, Tyson openly stated that Sugar was a he was. There's no question about it. Sugar Ray Robinson was amazing. Big Green says, hey, if I knew you personally outside of your YouTube channel, I would do this at your grave. Let me see what it is. Gotta open. That would make me happy. Yeah, I mean, I understand human emotions. I know people get sad, but I would want everybody to have a good time at my funeral. Mr. Croissant says, Chris Brown targeted cancel culture for hypocrisy. The same culture that berates him for he and Rihanna's abusive relationship dismisses the same abusive behavior from rapper Blueface and his girlfriend. Oh, there's a lot of people in their moralities and their concerns are very are very moment to moment and individual to individual different. Chrome says, quick question. When do you think the next poll will be, Curtis? Just so I can be certain when to sponsor that Pokemon thing to push it. Let's see. I just finished up on... Didn't I? I'm trying to remember hold on. I got to look at what I watched recently. Yeah, Vox Machina. I did just watch 12. So we'll be starting on Magi. And what was that, 24 episodes? I think 24 or 25, I believe it was. So when we get about a dozen episodes into that, I'll be posting the next poll. So if that's done, it's a couple weeks. Probably won't be very far into March that we'll be posting another one, another nominations thread. Mr. says, question, will you return to Bleach in July? Part 1 is finished. That's when Part 2 comes out. Not on the YouTube channel. It will be at the Goosh at the $1 level because it's something that we're already doing that we're catching up on, and that's we're going to use that for from here on out so we can stay caught up on things. But it shocked me how poorly Bleach and Cyberpunk Edge Runners and Chainsaw Man, they're at the YouTube channel. There's just no real desires for anime left. It's kind of sad. I don't know why. Yeah, Vox. Somebody said that the second season did already come out, but I've already moved on because there was only the one season available as I finished it. So, Big Monkey says my mom is mad at me for watching Family Guy because she saw me watching the scene where Peter beats up Lucy from Charlie Brown. I love that scene. Yeah, see, but to me, it's just the same thing that we've talked about. It's dark humor. I like dark humor. A lot of people do. Others don't. Chrome says so early as March. If I'm doing the math in my head right, yeah, it could be into early March, Chrome. So next month might be Pokemon instead of Sakura. That's fine. I really want to push that series. It's worth the One Piece length journey. I think it'll be a tough sell right now, and again, I'm not trying to discourage you from doing it. Whatever you guys want to do is fine with me. The only reason I think you're going to have a tough sell with it is because we've got to finish up Gintama, and then we're going right into Fairy Tail. So then you'll have both of the $5 levels with really long shows. I'm just my opinion. I think that's why it'll be tough to sell to the gang. Big Green says, yeah, the main YouTube channel drifted away from anime and more towards comedy. It seems definitely. I'm really surprised by that. I mean, you can chalk some of it up to we have like 1,700 people over at the Goosh, the vast majority of which are anime fans. So certainly they're not going to be watching, which I don't blame them. They're not going to be watching the videos on YouTube when they can see the full unedited reaction over at the Goosh. So that hurts their numbers somewhat. But I was just surprised by the total lack of interest in something that ended up being as amazingly good as Edge Runners and Chainsaw Man. That shocked me. Those are so good. So glad I got to watch them at the Goosh. Mr. says it has to be the algorithm because I know that many on this channel love Bleach. Maybe they just weren't getting recommended as well. Glad to hear it will return on Patreon though. No, it did poorly. It did dramatically badly. It's not like as far as interest and watch time, it's not like the other things, like even things that aren't super popular over there, like say Always Sunny. If Always Sunny is here, Bleach was like down below the table. It just did nothing. No interest. I was shocked. Alzy says, I don't know why, but if I see a product for $3, I would be like way too expensive. But if I saw a product for $2.99, I would be amazing deal. That's why things are priced that way, Alzy. It's the way our minds work. That's why they've been doing it for decades. That's why something is $2.99 instead of $3. Because it's just the way, it's the way our mind processes things. So if you're looking at it and somebody says, hey, how much is that? You say, oh, it's $2. Well, no, it's $3. It's 1 penny away from $3. But just how we process things, it's $2. Mr. says, I guess the channel just shifted direction. Yeah, well, the channel, as far as shifting direction, it just shifts with, I watch what people want to see. And yeah, we had a lot of people that just moved away from it. But I do have the other channel set up. And I got to post that. It's been a few days now. I've started posting the edited reactions to both Edge Runners and Chainsaw Man at the new YouTube channel. But I got to that's right, I forgot about that. I wanted to do that today. Don't know if I'll get time or not. Chrome says true, it'll be tough, but now is probably the best chance we'll have for it. April is when the series finally ends and the new one without Ash begins. Plus, we'll have finished up a ton of huge series, right? And I could be wrong, Chrome. I've been surprised in the polls before. That's just my feeling. I think it'll be tough because I'm not sure everybody will want to get involved in having that many really long series going. Again, it's fine with me either way. Uga Chukka says I miss David. But yeah, I'm glad I talked to you guys about that because that's what I'll do. Those videos I want to make that are more of my not for the easily offended, we can put right in Rumble. I don't know why I forgot about that being there. Yeah, that's cool. That's definitely where we'll put them. Chrome says, by the way, not sure if you've heard, but it sounds like they may have made Chris Pratt re-record his Mario lines after not more backlash. Let me take a look at this link, guys. Jesus Christ, now what are we backlashing? What was the, hold on, let me listen to this. Wahoo! 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 So, what was the backlash there? What was the backlash about there? Was his Wahoo too Italian or something? Who knows? Jesus Christ. Well, he says, glad you like Celeste. I can tell you how to get Momo, but you don't want Momo. I like Celeste. That's a cool look. Even the horns thing. I like it. I'll get that posted for you, Willie. I thought I had already posted it. Well, guys, unfortunately, I gotta go. I can tell by the smell I gotta go. My wife is making a roast today, and she said you got to be down here when it's done. And I can tell by the smell. I'm probably calling it close right now. And as a giant fat man, I don't like to call it close when it comes to what I'm getting to eat. Woohoo! Because Chris Pratt's Mario sucks. Really, Big Green? Hey, that backlash is important, he says. I don't know too much about the goings on with that movie. I do want to see it, though. But yes, guys, thanks for hanging out with me, and thanks for suggesting something that should have been entirely obvious to me, but apparently it was not. But that's where I'll keep you guys posted if I start posting more and more things to Rumble. But that would be perfect. Like this one I've got that I want to make right now would be perfect to post there. All right. Again, thanks for all the chat, guys, and thanks for hanging out with me. Glad I've been able to get some streams in again because I really enjoy this stuff. And I certainly will be talking to you guys as soon as I can.